Hi, I'm John Duty, founder and editor of Gold Stock Analyst. I'd like to introduce you to our 3 newsletters and share my background. I taught economics for over 20 years at Bentley University, a business-oriented college outside of Boston, and I became interested in gold for my personal investment due to my distrust of politicians. To get re-elected, they promise more to voters than the economy can deliver, essentially pledging 9 slices from an 8-slice pizza. This can only be accomplished with deficit spending or loose monetary policies, and both make the dollar worth less over time. It's not that gold is up from its $35 an ounce regulated price prior to 1971, it's that the dollar is down. What could have once been bought for just $35 now takes over $1,300 to buy. So to protect my savings, I turned to gold. And the result was I developed an analysis method that has yielded an audited 925% gain in the 13.5 years since 2001. That's an average 68% gain a year. I didn't want to deal with the storage issues of gold coins or bars, so I began investing gold mining stocks. It was bewildering. Over 1,000 miners trading in the public markets, and all with different key information, number of shares and share price, some with no production, others mining several million ounces a year. And there were so many different classifications of ounces. Proven and probable reserve ounces are the only type the SEC recognizes, but there's also possible ounces, measured, indicated and inferred ounces, resource ounces, and so on, which were important. Since I was dealing with my retirement savings, I decided to study the miner's most certain ounces, proven and probable, and only focus on those actually in production or near production as they were building a mine. I avoided exploration stocks as I didn't have a way to evaluate their potential and didn't want to get sucked into great stories that might ultimately prove to be busts, like Bre-X, a fraudulent explorer in the mid-1990s that fooled many experienced analysts. To further limit risk, I decided to focus on the approximately 60 stocks with proven and probable ounces and examine more closely those that were either 1. Growth producers with a defined pipeline to higher production, 2. Developers in the 2 to 3 year process of building a mine, and 3. Royalty earners, bank-like companies that fund exploration and mine construction. Further, rather than buying just 1 or 2 stocks, I decided a 10-stock portfolio would limit risk yet still allow plenty of upside. I also recognize that gold mining is a unique industry, as they spend nothing on advertising and simply accept the market price for output. And because all gold ounces are the same, I sought a way to compare the miners despite all their differences. As a general rule, I want to buy the cheapest gold ounces, not the most expensive. The search solution came when I took each miner's stock market value, known as its market capitalization, or simply the number of shares times its stock price. Then I divided market cap by the miner's 3 most important facts: total proven and probable reserves, annual gold production, and operating cash flow, which reflects the cost of getting ounces out of the ground. Comparing each miner's 3 results to the industry averages shows who is overvalued and undervalued versus its peers. This is not the end result, but it gives a good starting point for further work. After several years of investing success using this analysis, I left teaching in 1994 and began writing Gold Stock Analyst, now called Gsa Pro. Pro covers the entire industry, 60-plus gold miners and royalty companies, with reports on approximately 12 stocks per issue. Those identified as the most undervalued and confirmed by further analysis become our top 10 stocks portfolio. Since 2001, the top 10's total gain of 925% and average gain of 68% a year beats every gold investment benchmark, index, and gold mutual fund. And, like mutual funds, these outstanding results are verified by an independent auditor. This makes GSA the only independently audited newsletter in the world. In 2010, we introduced the GSA Top 10, which focuses solely on the top 10 stocks identified by GSA Pro, with full reports on 2 stocks in each mid-month issue and updates on the other 8. And in 2012, we began GSA Silver, which offers fundamental analysis on 25 silver miners to yield a Fave 5 portfolio, which are GSA's top 5 silver selections. So I invite you to join our thousands of subscribers from around the world. I promise you will learn a lot about mining and picking undervalued gold stocks. And while I can't promise our history of outperforming every gold mutual fund, gold index, and gold newsletter will repeat, there's no reason why it shouldn't. I hope you'll join us, and welcome aboard if you do.